You are not alone. We all get them lustful thoughts, them fearful thoughts, just them intrusive thoughts, and wonder if we are sinning. Because Jesus says in Matthew chapter 5, verse 28, if you look at a woman with lust, you have already committed adultery in the heart. So does that mean when you get an intrusive thought that you sinned against God, or you already committed that lustful act in your heart? Or if you get a prideful thought that you've committed pride in your heart? No, it's only if you let those thoughts ramble in your mind too long. It's only if you indulge in them thoughts for too long. And it's crazy because I had a dream last night on an intrusive thought. Because usually when I go to the gym, there's usually women who sometimes dress a little less. And then there's times where the devil creeps in and gives me a lustful thought. And when I get into that situation, I immediately turn my head so I'm not looking at the woman, and I get my mind on something else. And if she's in front of me, if I'm working out next to her, then I usually get done with my set and then I go somewhere else. But in the dream that I had last night, I indulged in that thought too long. I didn't end up leaving. I ended up looking at the woman too long. I ended up meditating on that thought. And then after that, I woke up. And I already had the plan to make this video. I just didn't know how to really explain it. But in that dream, I got a vivid example of what I shouldn't do and what I should do. So when you get an intrusive thought, because you're going to get intrusive thoughts, realize that it's the devil trying to tempt you. Immediately, when you realize it's the devil, you have to submit to God and resist the devil. You do that by praying or quoting a scripture that you know that fights against that thought that you are having. Because the battle starts in your mind, and the word tells us the word is sharper than a two-edged sword. And you have to realize that Jesus fought the same way when the devil tried tempting him in the wilderness. He came back with the word every single time. He told truth to Satan's lies. And that's why you always got to be equipped with the word. Because when you are equipped with the word, you can also discern if it's a thought from the devil, if it's your thoughts, or if it's thought from God. And one thing you can also do is focus on something else. Go take action, go do something so you can get your mind off of that thing, whether it be running, whether it be exercising. And if you're in the gym, you can move to a different spot. Just make sure you're not just sitting there and focusing on that thought and trying to go back and forth with the word and stuff like that. You can also go and read the word. You can also go and turn on some worship music to make it even easier to fight those thoughts. And please don't feel shameful for getting them thoughts, because it's the devil trying to make you feel guilty for getting those thoughts. But don't let that let you indulge in them thoughts. Let those thoughts sink into your heart, because that's where the temptations come from. Because temptations come from our own desires. And desires come from when you think of it too long, when you think of that desire too long and that intrusive thought too long, to the point where it then resonates in your heart. And that's where the temptations come from. That's why you're not tempted to go do cocaine if you don't indulge in cocaine, if you don't even think about that. But the reason why the devil tempts you with lust is because he knows that's what you usually indulge in. That's what you indulge in more often. So make sure that you're taking captive of them intrusive thoughts and making them obedient to Christ. And realize that when you get in intrusive thoughts, it is from the devil. And if you can take control of your thoughts, then the devil can't take control of you. So y'all stay blessed.